All right, I think we're good. All right, so who's on the phone right now?
Hey, what's going on? This is Eric from Rebelution. I sing and I play guitar. What's going on?
All right. So give me a brief history of the band.
Yeah, well, you know, all of us met in Santa Barbara, California, and for those of you who don't know, Santa Barbara is it's about an hour north of Los Angeles, and we all met at the community college down there, and basically we were all taking, you know, some of us were taking music classes, and then, you know, we all kind of shared a similar interest and love for reggae music and just sort of music in general. So one thing turned into another. We just started jamming together one day, and then you know, the band started. We played a bunch of like cover songs at first. You know, we were influenced by Sublime and Bob Marley, and then you know, the more we played, the more original tunes we started making, and then it became, you know, our job, you know, and we love it.
That's cool. So for about how long you guys been playing for?
I think it's been about 4 years now. 4
years, and how long did it take you to put out that first CD or EP?
Let's see. Well, we were probably playing, you know, outdoor shows at, you know, backyard parties or whatever for about a year, and then, you know, everyone was like, you know, we want some music. We want a CD. We got to hear, you know, we got to hear you on record. So we probably, after a year, we probably recorded our EP.
Right.
And then the next year we recorded our full length, Courage to Grow.
Nice. So on the original EP, were you able to get any airplay on the radio, or just basically sell it out of the trunk and hope someone buys it?
Well, it's funny you ask. We made that EP, that demo, and next thing we knew, it was being played out in Hawaii on the radio station. To this day, we still don't really know exactly how it happened, but, you know, we think, you know, it's a whole like MySpace, just sort of internet kind of thing that was going on, and they picked it up and they just really liked the music, so we started getting radio play as soon as we came out with that demo.
Yeah, that's tight. I know Hawaii's big on that rootsy reggae type music.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you remember like your first big time concert that you guys played, maybe with like someone you looked up to, or?
Yeah, I mean, we played with Barrington Levy sometime, you know, in our early career, and you know, that was pretty cool because he's, you know, such a legend as far as reggae music. And then, you know, we've had the opportunity to open up for some really amazing artists. Like my personal favorite is Don Carlos, and we've had the opportunity to play with him before. Yeah, man, there's been a lot of artists that we really look up to, and it's cool because as soon as we're done playing, we get to kind of hang out backstage and watch, you know, the rest of the guys do their thing. So
yeah, so Rebelution isn't the ordinary name of a group. How did that come about?
Well, we figured that you know, we figured we wanted to talk about something besides, you know, concepts of like, you know, love songs or, you know, I don't know, you know, silly songs or whatever, and we like to mix it up, but, you know, we'd rather talk about, you know, political issues and social issues, and, you know, these are some of the things that we observe and what's going on in our world. So we thought Rebelution was a good name because we're sort of speaking with our music and with our words, and not, you know, not doing things violently, you know.
Yeah, totally.
A lot of the time, the word rebel kind of has a negative connotation as being very violent, and so we'd rather, you know, play music and get our minds out like that, you know. Isaac, are you in Amherst?
Yeah, man.
I've been to Amherst before.
Oh yeah? What have you been to Amherst for?
You know, my buddy used to after middle school. My buddy moved out there. His family moved out to Amherst.
All right,
it's kind of a cool little college town.
Yeah, man. All right, so I guess just give me a brief summary about like all the political things you're talking about. Like you don't want to be the ordinary band. Just go back over that.
Yeah. Well, the word rebel kind of has a negative connotation, and you know, we thought by starting a band and talking about some social and political issues, you know, we don't have to be violent. You know, that word rebel, like I said, it's kind of a powerful word, and so we thought that by starting the band and naming Rebelution as a band name would be perfect because we're speaking with our words and with our music instead of doing things violently.
Right, and the whole album Courage to Grow, was that, what are you trying to say with that right there? Was it, just go off on that, like how that title came about?
Yeah, well, Courage to Grow is also the title of the first song. And, you know, we really felt like we were growing as individuals and growing as musicians, and so we felt like it was kind of a universal concept, not only for us, but for our fans too, and we figured that kind of like every year we're growing as people, and it's important to have that courage and to, you know, be positive about things and understand that we're not the same people all the time, and we're always constantly changing. And you know, everyone needs that courage to grow, and you know, that's what we were thinking.
Yeah, because that's really interesting. Because for the longest time, I've had your CD for about a year now. I thought that was Courage to Grow Marijuana, to be honest. Is there a double meaning there, or is it just Courage to Grow as a person?
No, but that's pretty cool, man. I didn't even think about that, to tell you the truth. So I'd have to say no, but I'm going to start telling people yes now that you just said so.
I mean, it's just like the whole feeling of the roots, ska, that whole scene right there. There's so much, you know, if you don't say, you know, decriminalize it in your song, you're not a real band, you know? It just felt that it was just like with the whole feeling of the whole, I guess the whole scene, you know, I just kind of immediately took on to that. Maybe I should have listened to the lyrics a little bit closer or something. But
no, that's cool. Yeah, and at the you know, at the same time, we don't want to say, you know, legalize, you know, marijuana or smoke pot. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to say that. You know, we're you know, the song "Green to Black" and you know, some of the other, you know, political songs are, you know, have a lot of double meaning. It's not just about one certain thing. And, you know, like, personally, like, you know, we believe that hemp should be legalized. I don't care about people smoking pot or anything like that. There's a lot of reasons why hemp should be legalized. So that's what we stand by, as far as environmentally speaking.
And while we're on these terms, I mean, out here in Massachusetts, there's a vote up in November about decriminalizing marijuana. Do you have any opinions about that, or?
Yeah, I mean, go Massachusetts, man. That's, you know, it should be like that. It should have been like that for a long time now. And, you know, anybody that's educated, you know, knows the history with government and covering up of hemp, you know?
Yeah, totally.
To me, it's a pretty ridiculous topic, like, to ponder about. So I really hope that bill passes, or
yeah, totally. It's just like a statewide vote or something. It's pretty interesting. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure George Washington grew hemp like in his backyard. You know?
Yeah, I've heard about that before. I've heard.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, man.
All right. So let's go on to the tour. So where are you right now?
Well, we just left. I think we're still in St. Petersburg right now. We're in Florida.
Okay.
And we're heading to Fort Lauderdale.
Cool.
And last night was great. We played at a place called Janus Landing. And we're just going to continue in Florida, and we're going to make our way up the East Coast. And I don't know, I'll see you guys in Massachusetts pretty soon.
Hell yeah. So, do you have any good stories from any of these stops that you had so far?
Say that again. Do we have any good stories?
Yeah, man.
You know, as a general story, we've never really been across the country like this before, and just to see all these people that know our music already is pretty phenomenal. And you know, we're still a small-time band, believe it or not, and just to have, you know, 20, 30 people that know our music is amazing, you know, in each town that we're going to. So it's really special to us.
Yeah, totally. I was just about to ask you, like, how is the, you know, do you have, like, people come up to you and say, you know, I've been listening to your music forever, you know, since, you know, Rebelution, your EP came out. Do you have that happen a lot, or?
Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy when people start requesting, you know, songs off that EP, you know, and they're like, whoa, how do you even know that song? You know, you know, it feels like it was so long ago we put that out, but I guess it really hasn't. It's only been, you know, 3 years, but it's definitely really cool when someone comes up and requests a song that's, you know, old, and you know, it means a lot to us. And definitely, we have a lot of really dedicated fans, and you know, we love them very much. So
nice. So so you've basically just toured over in the West Coast so far, right?
Yeah, for the most part, we've been to, you know, West Coast and Hawaii. We recently went to Guam, and we've done maybe a few East Coast dates, but you know, not really anything too expensive.
Nice. Well, I was looking at like one of your CD Baby pages, and I saw that you guys played with the Far Side. How was that like?
Oh, it was fantastic. Actually, that's one of the bands I forgot to mention that I was really, you know, happy to open up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, I mean, talk about some of the original, you know, hip-hop guys to really put it down, you know, back in the day. And they still hold it down, too. You know, every time they play a concert, they just